Hi everyone, thank you for watching Laugayata. You can post your chemistry related questions in the comment section and I'll make a video solution for that. In this video, I'll be telling you how to find the rate law as well as order for a reaction which is further divided into various steps or the mechanism for that reaction is given. But before that, I'll tell you what is a rate law as well as the order. So, if a reaction is like this, AA plus small b is changing into capital C plus small d capital D, for this one rate law will be rate is equal to small k, A raised to power A, B raised to power B, where small k is the rate constant and A and B, that is reactants, are involved, raised to the power their stoichiometric coefficients. If we want to calculate the order for this reaction, it will be the sum of the stoichiometric coefficients of the reactant. So it will be A plus B, right? So these are the basic things which we should know before going into the details. Now, if there is a reaction which is A is changing into D, and this reaction has a mechanism which is A is first changing into B, then B is changing into C, and C is changing into D. So this is the mechanism you can say for this reaction. Now, to write the rate law for this reaction, we cannot just write it as rate is equal to K multiplied by A. This would be wrong because we don't know that which is the slowest step and which is the fastest step. So while writing the rate law, you need to consider the slowest step, okay? And the second thing which you need to keep in mind while writing the rate law for a mechanism is the intermediate should not be involved while writing the rate law. Intermediates are not involved. So these are the two things you need to keep in mind. Okay, now let's see an example and try to understand this one. So there is a very common example which is ozone, depletion of ozone. That is, the reaction is 2O3 is changing into 3O2, right? And this reaction is further divided into two steps, which is O3 is in equilibrium with O2 plus O, and further this O will react with O3 and it's in equilibrium with 2O2, right? Now to write the rate law for this, we will put the rate constants here. So suppose this first reaction has forward rate constant as K1 and the reverse as K minus 1. Similarly for this one it is K2 and this is K minus 2. And out of these two steps, this one is fast step and this one is slow step, right? Now for this one, the rate will be equal to, we will consider the slow step, so it will be equal to K multiplied by O multiplied by O3, right? So it will be K2, right? But as you can see that here it's an intermediate, right? So but we don't want an intermediate, we want to remove this intermediate. To do that, we will consider this first equation. Now you know that for a reaction in an equilibrium, the rate of forward reaction is equal to the rate of the reverse reaction. So this can be written as, for the first reaction it will be K1 of O3 will be equal to K minus 1 of O2 multiplied by O. Right? Now what we will do is, for this reaction we want the something equation which should be equal to O, and we could remove this. So we can write this equation as O will be equal to K1 over K minus 1 multiplied by O3 upon O2. Right? Now we will put this equation in the first rate law. So the rate will be equal to K2 multiplied by K1 over K minus 1 multiplied by O3 upon O2 multiplied by O3, right? So what I did is I put this whole thing in this equation, right? And this O3 is this one. So we will solve this and we will get it as, we will write whole of this as small k. So this can be written as small k O3 square O2 raised to power minus 1. So this is the rate law for this reaction. And if we want to calculate the order for this reaction, so the order will be equal to 2 minus 1, right? So it will be 2 minus 1, that is equal to 1. So this is the order of this reaction and this is the rate law. Now let's see another complicated example. Now the question is, we need to find the rate law as well as order for a reaction which is A2 plus B2 is giving 2AB, and the mechanism for this reaction is A2 is in equilibrium with A plus A. Second step is A plus B2 is in equilibrium with AB plus B. And the third step is A plus B is giving AB. So out of these three reactions, this is fast step, second one is slow step, and this one is fast step, right? Now let's try to solve this question. For this one, as this is the slow step, so the rate will be equal to K A plus, sorry, A multiplied by B2. But here also the intermediate is involved. So we will put the rate constants. So this is K1, this is K minus 1, this is K2, this is K minus 2. Right? Now, as we want to convert this A into something else which can be easily read as a rate law, what we will do is we will consider the first equation. In that, the rate of forward reaction is equal to rate of reverse reaction as that reaction is in equilibrium. So it can be written as K1 of A2 is equal to K minus 1 of A square. We can write it as A square because both the products are A. Now what we will do is we will convert it as A is equal to K1 over K minus 1 A2. And here this is square. So further, A can be written as K1 over K minus 1 under the root A2 under the root, right? Now further we need to put this thing in the rate law. So the rate will be equal to K multiplied by, for A we will write it as K1 over K minus 1 under the root A2 under the root B2, right? So we will convert whole this thing into K dash. So that will be K dash of A2 under the root B2. So this is the rate law. Okay, and the order for this reaction would be, order would be equal to 0 0.5 plus 1, which will be equal to 1.5. So this is the order of this reaction. I hope this thing is clear to you. You just need to keep two things in mind which I told you, that you need to consider the slowest step, and the second thing is that the intermediate should not be involved in the rate determining step, or you can say the rate law.